Hello, my name is Drew James and you've just been watching me performing my fingerstyle version of Numb by Linkin Park. Now this is going to be a two-parter lesson because there's quite a bit to get through. This lesson is kind of aimed at people who have been learning guitar for a little while, maybe 6 months to a year, and they're looking to get started on fingerstyle guitar. It's not very intermediate, you know, you're not going to find it really difficult. There's a lot of open strings, a lot of common chords like E minor and C that you're going to know how to play. And I'm going to be breaking it down for you, showing you how to do, what fingers to use and how to get the rhythm right. And also with all of my fingerstyle lessons, this does come with free tab. Okay, so to get started on all of that, so this first part video is going to be released this week, and then the next one is going to be released next week, all right? And this first part, we're going to be doing, well, the first half of the song. To get hold of the tab, all you need to do is sign up for free to the student area of my website. It just takes a name and an email address, and then you can print out the tab and have it alongside with the video so that you've got a full performance and an awesome sort of fingerstyle instrumental of what's fast becoming a classic song. So to do that, you can just either use the link in the video description, or there'll always be a link here up above where you can click to get started to download that tab at any time you like. So without further ado, let's have a look at how to play it and start on part one. Now I'm going to be teaching you the finger picking rule, which won't take me long to get through, and it's very, very important. So it's also going to mean that if you don't understand how to do it, then you're not going to be able to follow the lesson. So it's very important that you get this part straight away, okay? The finger picking rule is this: the thumb only ever plays the top 3 strings, unless I tell you differently, okay? Rules are always there to be broken, but mostly it plays the top 3 strings. The index finger plays the G string, the 4th string down. The middle finger plays the B string. And the ring finger plays the bottom string, the E. So if I'm saying, okay, we're going middle ring, that means middle ring. Even if we're holding down something here, say for example, and I say middle ring, we'd be going middle on the 3 and then ring on a 0. Or index, and if I do say thumb, I'll usually tell you what string it is. Sometimes I don't, and that's the reason why it's a good idea to make sure you have the tab near you. Obviously you can go back on the lesson and watch the full performance at the end of the video to double check. So let's get started with that intro. Okay, so I'm starting with middle finger playing an open B string. And then with this ring finger, I'm hammering it, I'm hitting it into the 3rd fret. Now, if you find that difficult, you can pick it. So that's picking it with this hand, but I'd like you to try and go. So hit this finger into the wood of the guitar. Notice I'm not picking anything, look. Okay, so hit into the wood like you're closing your fist, basically, onto the guitar, and slam your callus against it. So open, hammer, then flick. Now flicking means you dig your callus, you dig your finger into the string and you flick it away to cause a sound, like that. Okay, now you could, as I said, just pick it, but I think it sounds a little bit nicer just to do a hammer on. Okay, then thumb on the top string, ring finger on the bottom. 3rd fret on the thinnest string with the ring finger. Then this finger, 2nd fret on the thinnest string. Then ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B string, middle finger on the 3rd fret on the A string, pinch, thumb on the A, middle on the B. Repeat that hammer-on pull-off idea. Then, 3rd fret on the thickest string, 3rd fret also on the thinnest string. Try to follow my fingers that I'm using here. Pinch those 2, thumb and ring. Then index playing the 2 on the thinnest string, then 0 on that string. All the while, try to leave this 3 ringing throughout the bar, so it's still going. so far? Then put the ring back on the 3rd fret on the B string, thumb on the D here and middle finger. Okay, then we're into the intro kind of extended, I'll call it. So let's put it all together up to that point now. Well done so far. Okay, then we're going to do the same idea. So that's open, hammer, flick on the 3rd fret on the B, and then we're going to do this. So what I'm doing is I'm introducing a bit more rhythm. So we're doing a pinch, then middle index. Then to the 3rd fret on the thinnest string and doing the same, well not without, no pinch, but ring, middle, index. Then to the 2nd fret on the E string, then ring, middle. So that is, bar goes like this. Then to these same 3, so what you're doing on this hand is very, very similar to what we have been doing, but we're just doing more picking with this hand. Pinching those 3s, that's thumb on the A string, middle finger. So I just want you to put your index also on the 2nd fret on the D string. So it's like a C chord. So that's pinch, index, thumb on the D, index. Then hammering on again, same idea. Hammer on a flick off. Then to these 3s, okay? Top and bottom string. Then middle index on the open strings. Then 2nd fret, and that's ring, middle, index. Then lift it up and ring, index. So I'll do all of it from when it goes into sort of more embellished intro, okay? So listen. Okay, and finally, put the ring finger on the B string on the 3rd fret, pinch with thumb and middle finger, and put the index finger down here on the 2nd fret, like you're doing a D chord, okay, but I just don't bother putting my finger on the bottom string. Thumb and middle on the pinch, thumb on the D string, middle finger on the string it would go on, then index, thumb, index. Okay, so I'm going to do everything up to that point now, okay? So that's everything, the whole intro, and then we'll get into verse 1. Let's do a counting, see if you can play along with me. It'll be after 3. 1, 2, 3. Well done so far. Okay, let's have a look at the next part. So, now for some reason I prefer to make an E minor for this. So that's middle finger on the 2nd fret on the A string, ring finger on the 2nd fret on the D string. The reason I say for some reason, because the only actual 2 that we play out of that E minor is this finger here, but I still like to use an E minor, and I suggest you do the same. And now what we're going to do with this is we're going to go thumb on the open E, thumb on the D. So you're going to need to learn to skip with your thumb, then middle, middle, then pinch, thumb and middle, then middle, then 1st fret on the B string, and then lift up to a middle. I'll do it again. Then I like to go to a C chord, okay? Ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A string, middle finger on the 2nd fret on the D string, and index finger here, although we don't use that index at all. In fact, definitely don't put that down, actually. But I base a lot of this stuff off chords. So we're going to pinch that thumb and middle finger, thumb on the A string. Sorry, we don't pinch it, sorry, it's thumb on the A string, middle finger on the open B, then move this middle finger down on your left hand to the G string, playing that, then play it open, so it's, then put it back to where it came from on a regular C, play that with your thumb, then index, thumb, index. I'll do that bar again. And from the E minor parts, okay, good so far. Bring the ring finger up to the 3rd fret on the E string, pinching thumb and middle. Middle finger onto the 2nd fret on the G string, whilst leaving this held down if you can. 2, 0, then put it back. And the beat 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So I'll do that for you again slowly. Index, lift up index, then put it back. Then thumb on the open D string here. So that bar is. Then lift up everything. Pinching thumb on the D string and middle finger. Then 2nd fret on the G string. Lift it up. Play it again and then put it back. So that's. Okay, so I'm going to put it all together from the beginning of the verse, nice and slowly. After and a 4, 3 and 4 and. Okay, then the good news is we're going to repeat that, okay? So we do it again. Okay, so it's exactly the same. And then we're up to the bridge, where it says bridge number 1. Now, we're going to be making that C chord idea again. Okay, so that's ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A string and middle finger on the 2nd fret on the D. You're going to be pinching thumb and middle. So thumb on the A string, middle finger on its obvious string. Index, thumb on the D, index. Then middle, index, thumb on the D. And there's a little tie with a beat there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then just your index finger on the 2nd fret on the G string and playing thumb on the D, index, middle, index. Then middle, middle. So from the beginning of the bridge, we've got this C idea that I've already shown you. Pinching top and bottom strings will continue. And then playing open E string, then 3rd fret on the B, then lift up on the B, and then hit that again. So it's. That's quite easy, so concentrate on the rhythm. Then middle finger on the 3rd fret on the thickest string, pinching thumb, middle and ring as a pinch, and then ring on the open string, 3rd fret on the B, then open. So I put it down, then I lift it up. Try to leave this 3 there the whole time. Sorry about that. I do live near London. So index finger on the 1st fret on the B string now, pinching that with index on the open G string, middle finger. I'll do that bar again. Okay, and finally we'll keep pushing on. We're going to go middle finger on the 3rd fret on the A string, ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B string, and we're going to pinch that, thumb, index and middle, and put the index down as well at the same time. So it's kind of like a C add 9 if you know that chord well. Okay, so index finger here, pinching thumb, index and middle, then thumb on the D, index, middle, then index, thumb. Okay, so I'm going to take it back to the beginning of bridge where we made that C shape. After 4 and with me, 3 and 4 and. Good. Now you notice that I used ring and pinky there to do that C add 9. That's actually something I suggest you give a try if your pinky feels strong enough to do it. And then finally, we're going to go to a D suspended second, so 2nd fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string. Give it a pinch, thumb, index and middle, thumb on the D. And then I just go ring, middle, index. Ring, middle, index. And then we're into the chorus, which is the last part we're going to do today in video 1. So we're going to be pinching thumb, index, middle and ring. Okay, I'll give you a recap of bridge 1 and chorus together at the end of the chorus. Chorus actually is one of the easiest bits, all right? So big pinch, thumb, index, middle and ring, thumb on the thickest string, then 2 open bottom strings, then 3rd fret on the B, then make a C chord, pinch thumb on the A string, index, middle and ring, doing another big pinch, then, so that's just 3 open bottom strings. And then whilst leaving that held down, just try to stretch that index finger to the 2nd fret. I must admit, I do find that challenging sometimes. Try to stretch that down to the 2nd fret on the thinner string. Good, then middle and ring, 3rd fret on the thickest string, ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B string, pinching thumb, index and middle, not quite a big pinch this time. Then open, open, open on the bottom, then this 3. Index on the 2nd fret on the G string, pinching, thumb on the D, index and ring. Then 3 opens again, you'll get used to doing that. Then 3rd fret on the B. So let's put that all together on the chorus. I'll start that again. Repeat the chorus. Now this is the big part of the song. Thank you so much for watching this lesson. This was brought to you by brightonguitars.co.uk. As I said at the beginning of the lesson, I'll be releasing part 2 of this next week so you can finish the song off. Also, don't forget you can download the tab for free just by joining the LGIL student area. That's Learn Guitar in London student area. You can do that by clicking the I above and then following the link there, or using the link in the video description. Also, to play along with the full performance, that's going to be at the end of this video, so you can skip to that once both parts are done, and you can start playing along to the whole thing. I upload 2 new videos every week, so please subscribe, and if you have enjoyed my fingerstyle stuff, then please give this video a thumbs up and let me know. Keep on playing and see you soon.